What's up, y'all? Make sure y'all go to Silent Hero Films, get my latest film, win the first 5 hours of your day. All right. A subscriber sent this topic to me, and I thought it was a hell of a conversation. And it's something that I've talked about Andre Ward versus Floyd Mayweather. Go check the videos. Maybe about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. But the data is there, right? Married boxers versus baby daddy boxers. Men that get married, boxers that get married seem more stable. They're better communicators. They not in legal trouble. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just putting them all. I'm putting verses. So I'm speaking in these terms. They have social, emotional composure. Whereas baby daddies, the social emotional component in baby daddies are horrendous. It's the same thing with the YouTubers. Legal troubles. But the men that always have their family around, the boxers that always have their family around, and they speak eloquently, and they plan with their wedding band in interviews, and they call coons, not of this culture. Sellouts, not black, and it's not even a black thing. It spans across. It's non-race. It's non-skin. It's just a fact. Married men have more composure. Married men don't take on street issues. It's the Tekashi 6ix9ine, the sellout. Only baby daddies would have that conversation. Only baby daddies. If your YouTuber is talking about it's the Tekashi 6ix9ine, the sellout, you see it on the timeline and you see people commenting on it. They're a baby daddy. I guarantee you they're a baby daddy. Stocks, property. There's a high level of consistencies with married men. High level. Baby daddies are scamming and figuring out every which way to make money. You never see their family. They're inconsistent. They're basically robbing and stealing the culture. And then what's another thing I've noticed online too? Many of these men preaching masculinity, many, they end up marrying a baby mama. Any man preaching masculinity and they fall in love with a woman that has at least 2 baby daddies, they're not masculine. Because masculinity understands alpha and omega. Understands the reality of their bloodline. Masculinity don't willfully share the dinner table with 2 other men. Simple math, dog. Y'all been hoodwinked, bamboozled to believe that because what's the hottest? I don't know, man. The conscious community, the scam community. Don't listen to a man that's, I'm telling you the truth. Listen to me and listen to me carefully. If a man has 2 baby mamas, never been married, if a man, at least, if a man is, they got all these things online though. Masculinity and, what's it called? Alpha Club? There's a group, the men's club, I don't know. But if a man falls in love with a woman with 2 baby daddies, no man will sign up to share anything with another man. So if you want to take her on vacation, she got to call another man to get permission to watch his kids. Men don't sign up for that, let alone 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. It takes a hell of a man to raise another man's child. Salute. To all the 18-year-old men, listen to me. Young men, listen to me. I'm telling you nothing but the truth. Don't listen to these YouTubers and these Instagrammers and these Twitters and Facebookers. Listen to me, and listen to me clearly. Be responsible with your money, be responsible with your semen, and be responsible with your time. Because if not, you're gonna get 40. And you're gonna wake up and you're gonna have multiple baby mothers, working for a paycheck, lack of ownership, and the woman you fall in love with won't be the woman you wanted at 18. No man signs up to be a baby daddy. I'm not saying it's wrong. By no means am I saying it's wrong. I'm not an advocate of it. I support men who are great at it. I'll say it like that. I support men who are great at it. I make no qualms about it. I had a stepfather. He passed away. My mom got married. So I get it. It takes a hell of a man. But I'm telling you, where there's smoke, there's fire. We got to raise a disciplined society. People gonna tell you we got to be black, we got to be white. Nah, we got to be disciplined. We need a disciplined society. If we have a disciplined society, then there's a universal code. There's no black code. There's no such thing as a black code. There's no such thing as a Latino code. Nah, because economics will get in the way of all of that. Case in point. Drug trade. Right? Don't they always turn on each other? Didn't the Italian mob take down the Italian mob? Money. Money, simply money. Discipline. Every man be disciplined, man. That's the reality of it. Keep yourself in some level of competitive shape. You know what I mean? Ain't no man under 6 feet, supposed to be 250 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Read 2 books a year. You pick them. Pick them. You know what I mean? Have some level of faith. Have a high work ethic. What is that man community called on the line? It's bugging me right now. The masculine community. Anyways, y'all know what it is. It's no need for a man to bash a woman. Just hold her accountable. Holding a woman accountable is like, whoa. But I'll be honest, that's one of my keys to success. Just holding people accountable. And the only way you can hold people accountable is if you have disciplines in your life. That's the only way. People ain't gonna believe you. If you go through history, I challenge y'all to go through history. Go through history and look at champions and the great players. I didn't say what they social issues were, what they believe, what God they believe in. I didn't ask you that. I'm willing to bet they were married. Go through history. Malcolm X married. I consider him the greatest man of the 20th century. Married. I'm not going no further. Y'all can. Whether you was like sports heroes, artists, go through history. They're married. They got structure. They have discipline. It takes discipline. And it goes back to the topic. Married boxers versus baby daddy boxers. Married YouTubers versus baby daddy YouTubers. It's very apparent. And hopefully I get that 18 to 25 demographic. Get your college education, man. Get your trade school. Open up that business. Fall in love. Don't fall in these bloggers, man. I was 1977, 2000. I was 23. I was 21 to 20. I was 22 years old when I met Dre. 45 now, 23 years. It's work. I've made plenty mistakes. Worked through them. Fall in love. Your wife is your best friend and business partner, man. Don't believe this hype. Don't believe this hype. Because whoever you are before you married is supposed to enhance who you will become. Nothing got to change. Nah, man. Nothing changes, man. Because a man is always going to want a woman. Trust me. Now, if we want to talk about if you're 50, you don't want kids, and you're successful, that may be a different conversation, right? But if you 40, living paycheck to paycheck, and you telling I'm big macho, head honcho, dude honcho, I don't know, whoever honcho you are, you ain't got the answers, Sway. Young men, I'm gonna tell you this. This is from my experience, okay? God-fearing married men have answers. God-fearing married men who's only been married once and still with that woman have a lot of the answers to your problem. The rappers, the actors, the singers, the Instagrammers, the YouTubers, they don't have the answers. They don't. I want y'all to win, man. I'm being honest. Like, no, I don't have an ego when it comes to this, because for the rest of my life, I'm gonna be let's see if I could frame this and make it like controversial / how I'm really good at this to make y'all like, what are you saying? For the rest of my life, I will be co-parenting with you. What do you mean? Lincoln and Kennedy will be in sports, 3rd grade, 9 years, plus 4 more years of college if they go, then the NBA. So the rest of my life, I will be co-parenting with you. Whoever you are. Lincoln's teammates, team mom, Kennedy's teammates, team mom, high school basketball coach. I will be co-parenting with you. So we have to work together. I have to be disciplined and accountable, and you have to be disciplined and accountable. So we can raise this next generation to be greater men and women than we currently are, excuse me. And that's who we must be. We can lie and pretend that selling dope and going to jail is the coolest thing in the world. But why do these people always hire lawyers? Why do these people always hire lawyers if jail and crime is the coolest thing in the world? Inquiring minds want to know. Why are you fighting your case? I thought prison was Disneyland. Disneyland. Y'all go ahead and have a beautiful day. But yeah, dang. I'm gonna tell you what these men do. They have a fake bravado. Don't have a woman. They shortcutting their children's childhood. You know what I mean? Here's what happens in my community. For real, for real. They become a player, or whatever they call. They throw in braids in their kids' hair, daughter's hair, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? The son has 3 colors in his hair, and he's the coolest kid on the block. This is what single parenting looks like. You know, they play sports. They'll never be good at playing sports because across the street with mom loves soccer and dad loves football, right? So they tug in the war and what the kid is going to play, and I got him this weekend. They always at the war. Dad goes through 10 women. Mom never gets married again. And then the child never has a foundation. So what does the kid do? The kid either never excels at athletics as he could have been because of the parents were feuding. The woman finds security in multiple men who just wants to use her. They never have a foundation. They matriculate through life, and then they wake up at 32, 33 with 2 kids, 3 kids, and a dead-end job in many cases. Welcome to urban America. That's urban America in real life. That's 7 out of 10 families. That's 7 out of 10 black families in America. Welcome to America, people. Somewhere in America, Alicia is still twerking. Somewhere in America, LaShonda is still twerking. Now, somewhere in America, Brandon is still twerking. And he's getting 1,000 likes on Instagram. And then Instagram becomes their boyfriend, their mother, their father, their leader, their influencer. And married boxers get called coons, Uncle Toms. I'm gone. Peace.